Okay, viewers, you are welcome to my channel. We are going to learn about the intervals. This is our third lesson. So we are going to learn about intervals when it comes to piano keyboard. So intervals and distance, that is what we are going to learn today. Any problem with our current video too, you can also comment on you can comment on our page. Okay, now thank you very much for watching our previous videos, and I know you were able to learn a lot and understand a lot. So on this our third lesson of the fundamental factory, these are the fundamentals on the fundamental factories of learning how to play keyboard. Today we are learning about the intervals and the distance. Interval describes distance between notes in music. So the interval describes distance between notes in music. The intervals describes distance between notes in music. Okay, so with the interval we have the first, the seconds. That's where the names come, the numbers or the names come. The first, the seconds, we have the fourths, the thirds, the fifths. So it's in that order: first, the seconds, the thirds, the fourths, the fifths, the sixths, we have the sevenths. So you ask yourself how many alphabets between. So if you want to know the first, from the interval, if you want to know the first, you ask yourself how many alphabets are between C and C. So from C, we have C here. So for C, if I want to ask myself how many alphabets are between C and C, this is it. It's a zero alphabet. C is on it itself, so it's a zero alphabet. But if I ask myself how many alphabets are between C and D, it is C and D itself. From the first, from C to C is zero. No interval. There was no interval. It didn't move. The distance didn't move. So from C to D, using the major scale of C, there was an interval which is two intervals which are between. Okay, from the first tone of the scale of the same first tone is called the first interval because it didn't move. So the interval is zero. So it's called the first interval. You can also call it unison. Unison. U-N-I-S-O-N. Unison. So it's called the first interval. This is the first interval because it doesn't have any, it didn't move. So there is no alphabet between it. So okay, it didn't move. So from the first tone of the scale to the second tone of the scale, which is D, is also called the second interval. So from the first tone of the scale to its own self is unison, the first interval. From the first tone of the scale to the second tone is called 1, 2, so it's called the second interval. From the first tone we are not using the black because for C, the major scale is C, D, E, F, G, in that order up to C. So we are using the major scale that we know. So from C to C itself is first interval. C to D is second interval. From first C, so the first one which is C to E is a third interval. C to F is a fourth interval. C to G is a fifth interval. C to A is a sixth interval. C to B is a seventh interval. So it's in that order. That is how the intervals also work. Really not. You should just know that from the note, the key, from the key to any note, from the key to any tone that you're able to find, any key, any note of the keys or that particular key or any scale that is contained in the key. So a major scale of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then if you want to find the note, if you want to find the interval, you stand at C, then you read it. From C to itself is first interval unison. From C to D is second interval itself. From C to E is third interval. From C to F is fourth interval. So it's in that order. So that is how it is. For intervals, that is how it is. C to D is second interval. C to E, third interval. C to F, fourth interval. C to G is fifth interval. If you count one from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth interval. C to E is the sixth interval, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the sixth tone to the sixth tone. You see, this is the sixth interval. C to the seventh tone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the what? You see, from here to here, 7 is a seventh interval. We call it a seventh interval. And then let's move straight ahead to the specific interval. It's mainly on the thirds and the fifths. That's the most important thing when we talk about the specific interval, is the thirds and the fifths. So when we see thirds and fifths, is under a specific interval. So when we see third, now, or anytime you hear of a minor third, you see, when you hear of a minor third, you should know that a minor third has 3 half step. So a minor third. So if I stand here, then you know that half step is from key to key. So if I stand at C and I want to know the minor third of C, so there's a minor third of C. The minor third of C. So C to half step. So from C, so 1, 2, 3. You see. So from C, this is also C. So C, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 half steps. So see, 3 half steps will give you a minor third. Then 4 half steps will give you what? A major third. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So where you stand, your key, then you count 4 ahead of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've gotten your minor, your major third. You've gotten your major third. If you want to get your minor third, from where you stand, your key, then you move, you count 3 ahead of you. 1, 2, 3, half step, key to key. You've gotten your what? Your minor third. So this minor third, major third. So anywhere you hear of minor third, it's just 3 half steps. So if I want to play C sharp minor third, I stand at C sharp, I want to find it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a minor third. If I want to play a major third, it is C sharp 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how it is. So that is that for the interval. So we'll learn more. We'll definitely move to the other sectors of this lesson. Move to the other sectors of this lesson. So for the introduction, we have done the fundamental factory, the note names, the sharps and the flats, whole steps, the half steps, the intervals, the intervals and distance. We have done all the 12 keys. We have done the major scale, the relative minor scale. So we have done the minor scales, and then we have done the number system. Okay, so we are done with the fundamental factory. This is the basic for the fundamental factory. So on our next video, we will move to, that is the introduction to, so we are done with the introduction and everything. So on our next video, we are going to learn an aspect in music which we call the chord counting. That is where you find the chord quality, the chord quantity, the tertian chords, the inversions. That's where you are going to hear of chord classes, primary chords. Then we are moving on. We are getting somewhere. Okay. So thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Share the link, and then you can put your questions at the comment section, so that we can also know that we are doing something great, and then we can continue to do more for. We appreciate you.